Some days are more difficult than others.
Lassie, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
I'm sorry, Natty. I wish there was something I could do to help.
You have done plenty. In fact, many of my good days are good because of you. The bad days, however, I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get them. Beginning with Harlow. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You made it.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumour was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumour, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Revelio. You don't think the rumors about the cave are true?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we? It's another aggressive one!
Bombarda! Incendio! Confringo! Defender!
What is going on with that?
Bombarda!
Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started.
Revelio!
Voiper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad. If the moonstone is here and so are Weepers, I wonder if it's being protected.
Accio!
Why am I not surprised? First the Weepers and now this.
Lumos.
Lumos! We need to find moths for those spinners.
Accio! Lumos.
Lumos!
Depulsor.
Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Depulsor. Lumos. Lumos.
Beautiful. You did it!
Depulsor! Confringo! Bombarder! Defender! Incendio! Incendio! Bombarder! Defender! Confringo! Depulsor! Descendo! Accio! Arresto Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarder. Defender.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind. Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it. Given what the Reapers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the moon's...
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. We can safely say we know where the moonstone goes.
Whoa!
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night the night I met Highwing, actually,
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving that dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there, acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are. Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Sebastian has gone too far. You saw what lies in the catacomb. I cannot stay here.
Wait, Anne, please.
Ominous. He was willing to put the whole hamlet and himself in danger on the chance that some old relic could help to heal me. I'm sorry, Ominous. Make sure he's all right, will you?
I'm glad you're here.
I received your owl. Where's Sebastian?
Inside the catacomb. Frankly, I was surprised you weren't with him.
Ominous,
Stop. You swore you wouldn't let Sebastian take this one step further. Yet here we are.
It's my fault. I was wrong. I thought he'd stop.
I should have stopped him before. Sebastian's in real trouble now. I'm going back into the catacomb to find him. Anne's right. He and the entire hamlet are in danger. The place is crawling with Inferi.
Inferi? What are you talking about?
You'll see. We need to hurry. Sebastian must not be in his right mind.
Last time we were here, this place was crawling with spiders.
We're about to face worse. Let's find Sebastian quickly.
Where was Sebastian when you and Anne found him?
Just ahead, in the great room.
Revelio. Incendio. Bombarda. Defender. Confringo. Stupefy, Bombarda, Incendio. Defender, Flipendo. Confringo. Revelio. Bombarda. Bombarda. Defender. Incendio. Glacier. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Many Inferi before.
And there's no sign of Sebastian. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Potato. Stupefy. Incendio. Bombarda. Defender. Stupefy. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Incendio. Stupefy. Confringo. Defender. Stupefy. Defender. Stupefy. Bombarda. Incendio. Stupefy. Confringo. Incendio. Bombarda. Potato. Incendio. Defender. Confringo. Leviosa. Descendo. Depulso. Accio. Confringo. Bombarda. Incendio. Revelio.
Hold on a moment. I was so worried about Sebastian I didn't even realize. Anne's gone to get Solomon. When she first saw the Inferi, she thought Sebastian was being attacked. But then he showed her the relic and said he'd learned how to use it.
The carvings on the relic were Inferi, and Sebastian somehow created them.
Not exactly. He's controlling them. This is powerful dark magic. Creating Inferi is incredibly difficult, but controlling them... As Anne and I frantically barricaded the Inferi to keep them from escaping, Sebastian kept mumbling about healing Anne. When Anne said she couldn't stay here, I didn't realize what she meant.
Solomon threatened to go to the headmaster if he heard of Sebastian dealing with dark magic.
I need to get to Hogwarts. I must get to Professor Black first. Twist the story a bit, make him think it's a family fight. I'll be back as soon as I can. See if you can talk some sense into Sebastian. Be careful.
Revelio. How many Inferi? Defender. Bombarda. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Incendio. Defender. Confringo. Bombarda. Depulso. Potato. Accio. Descender. Glacier. Arresto momentum. Cabalso, Accio. Descendo. Confringo, Bombada. Defendo. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. There's Sebastian.
Isn't this incredible?
Sebastian,
I told you, the relic is the answer. I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it. Just as I can control the Inferi.
control. I had to fight the Inferi all the way.
What have the two of you done? Accio Relic!
The relic! You'll pay for this!
Incendio. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy.
Sorry,
Confringo. Bombarda.
Incendio!
Defender.
Confringo.
Potato. Incendio. Defender. Confringo. Bombarda. Incendio.
Incendia!
Accio. Descendo. Falso. You're supposed. Glacier. Leviosa. Arresto. Imperial. Defender.
Confringo!
Potato. Incendio. Bombarda.
Confringo.
Confringo. Defender. Confringo. Stupid.
Levio!
Potato. Stupefy. Levioso. Arresto. Descendo. Depulso. Accio. Bombarda. Incendio. Defender. Confringo.
Levioso!
Accio. Depulso. Descendo. Bombarda.
Levioso!
Confringo. Arresto. Momentum.
Confringo!
Potato. Levioso. Arresto. Momentum. Descendo. Depulso. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Depulso. Descendo. Accio.
Now you've got to...
Incendio. Mr. Salo. Bombarda. Incendio.
My nephew!
Levioso! Arresto momentum. Glacius! Descendo! Accio! Depulso! Confringo! Defender! Bombarda! Potato! Descendo! Accio! Depulso! Incendio! Wingardium Leviosa! Depulso! Accio! Descendo! Arresto Leviosa! Glacius! Confringo! Bombarda! Incendio! Defender! Potato! Arresto momentum. Leviosa. Glacius. Depulso. Descendo. Accio.
She cannot be healed, Sebastian. You must stop.
I won't let her suffer. Avada Kedavra!
Your choice.
Oh, Anne. What have you done? I must get out of here.
I can't let him leave. Sebastian, wait! Stop, Sebastian. Hold on.
What is it?
Why wouldn't you stop? I was calling after you.
Anne won't survive this. She's withering away, inside and out. Solomon's never been there for us, not really. He gave up on Anne. I'll never give up on her. You saw him, didn't you? He was going to ruin her life. He attacked us. I had to use the killing curse. You know I did. If I hadn't known how to cast it...
He did attack us. You had no choice. It was brave, Sebastian. You clearly care more about Anne than your uncle ever did.
I knew you'd understand. I did do the right thing.
You did. I would have done the same, if I knew how.
I could teach you.
No time like the present.
The killing curse won't be easy to master. As with all unforgivables, you have to mean it. hold your wand steady. Focus. The incantation is Avada Kedavra. Your intention must be clear. I can't stay here. I need to find Ominous.
Sebastian.
Please, I'm not myself right now. Let's meet later, at the Undercroft, all right?
I think I know where we can find Doran. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest and we can tell him about the symbol the Mooncalves made.
And you say they made it after you placed the Moonstone?
Do you know why or what it means? Does it have to do with the Snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the seas, and yet only run so deep.
It's good to see you again, Doran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did, and I am glad to see that you are both safely returned. I did question the wisdom of sending you on a path at a time when that path was unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it has come to pass.
You knew the poachers would try and kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend, but I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first meeting.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning long evaded me, until you brought news of the Snidgets and their poacher pursuers. I believe the symbol created by the Mooncalves dance marks the place the Snidgets are hidden. And serendipitously, I believe that I know the very place.
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock face in the cliffs of the forest. You should make haste there. The Snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer be safe.
What makes you so sure the symbol is where the Snidgets are?
I do not know. It is what I have read in the stars. Fortunes play out as they are intended. I am merely a messenger. I shall say that fortune favors us today. That you would show me a symbol whose provenance I recognize is not coincidence, but fate.
You said you divined a series of events before our paths crossed. What were they?
I saw the arrival of a stranger, the threat of an enemy, and the return of an old friend. I believe now that you are the strangers, the poachers are the enemy, and the old friends are the Snidgets. I also saw two places tied to these events: the cave with the Moonstone, and the henge. The latter was bathed in moonlight.
If you're right about this place, then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the Snidgets once again.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. There's Ollivander's. I hope he can help me craft the Keeper's wand. Hello, Mr. Ollivander. I wondered if you might be able to help me with something.
Yes. Professor Fig sent an owl informing me that you'd be coming. He was a bit cryptic, said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do. It is done. I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves. Oh, come, come. No need for such theatrics. In light of what Ranrock now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository belongs to wizard kind. We would be fools not to work together. What's that you've got there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
Charles Rookwood wouldn't have wanted you near it.
The arrogance. Should have known better than to try and reason with a child. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
Arresto momentum. Descendo. Accio. Repulso. Bombarding.
Our spells to be taught.
Bombarding. Defender. Come on. Stupid. You're afraid to fight back. Confringo, Bombarda, Incendio, Incendio!
Conductive, aren't we?
Defender! Incendio! Confringo!
Not in luck. Flash of inspiration.
Descendo! Accio! Repulsor! Protector!
I don't think my own eyes. You're going to regret that.
Depulsor! Accio! Descendo! Confringo! Bombarda! Defender!
This has become...
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
Protego! Confringo! Defender!
You might want to look up.
Don't think you're going to get out of this alive.
Huh?
You've made a great mistake. That's the best you can do.
Descendo! Depulsor! Accio! Accio! Depulsor! Descendo! Abolicidor!
Pay for your deed.
Protego!
What?
Bombarda! Incendio! Confringo!
You're going to regret that.
You should have joined me.
Delay the inevitable. Confringo! Bombarda! Protego!
Oh, I'm going to enjoy it.
I'm not done with you.
Confringo! Defender! Incendio! Bombarda!
Come on, are you afraid to fight back?
Confringo!
And it's your...
Incendio! Bombarda! Arresto momentum!
Rookwood, don't go down easy.
Oh, what's the light
Descendo!
your eyes?
Depulsor! Protego! Stupefy! Defender! Accio! Arresto momentum! Glacial! Levioso! Incendio!
Novice.
Incendio! Stupefy! Protego! Stupefy! Incendio! Arresto momentum!
Barely fell back.
Accio! Descendo! Depulsor! Imperial! Depulsor! Descendo! Accio! I can't believe it. Rookwood's reign is finally over. I'll need to send an alternati right away.